FSD 11.4.9, 2023.44.30.5.1, demonstrating some of the behaviors. Don't try to engage it in an intersection, I guess. So red light should be slowing down, but it's okay. It's gone green. Lead traffic is slowing down. Should be pretty good. We're going to see whether it has smooth stops in general and how the behavior is relative to human driving here. So we're going to look at this regen bar. We're going to look at how it gets longer and shorter, and that's how we determine smoothness. Night is a good time to do this since it's a little easier to see, and it shows both the regen and the braking, and the regenerative braking and the friction braking is an additional adder to that bar. And then of course power is just the white. So white, green, and then I think it's gray or something. I don't know what it is, what color it is at night. So following a little closely for my liking, but I have assertive mode on. Unfortunately, I want it to be assertive, but I also want it to not be following so close. It's one of the worst things about FSD is you cannot have massive following distance. So anyway, we are proceeding. Had lots of green lights. That's not very exciting so far. This person does not seem to have any tail lights. So watch out for them. Okay, coming up on a yellow light, should start slowing down, easing off, not easing off, not easing off. Power is on, power is on, power is on, power is on. Now it's slowing, 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 and then it managed it without, and a little bit of friction braking there. You saw the little pulse at the end. There's a little bit of friction. Not ideal. I mean, it's fine because it was basically able to, it could, if it had done it right, it definitely could have, I mean, I could have driven to that point and done regen only. I know it would have stopped. I don't typically drive that way. I usually ease off when I know there's going to be a stop, so I'm not flying towards stop traffic. Obviously you can, and you can still do regen only, but it's not so much about regen versus friction braking. It's, can you anticipate and behave like a normal human and not charge into stop traffic and not freak out your passengers who think you haven't seen things. Like, there's a way you can see that. Maybe FSD 12 will be able to figure this out and know how humans know, like, when to ease off. Certainly this version does not know when to ease off. I don't really understand why, other than maybe it can't see far enough ahead. If that's the case, FSD version 12 is not going to fix this problem because it can't see ahead, so it doesn't know what to do. All right, green lights, green lights, green lights. So off we go. Shoot through in the middle lane here. And slamming on the brakes for no reason. That was completely able to be anticipated. Like, there's a freaking truck in the middle of the road, and it just no anticipation whatsoever. Also unnecessary to stop that suddenly, to be honest. That much regen was not, or that much braking was not necessary. So let's see how it does this one, and then I'm going to switch to manual driving, and we can do some comparison, hopefully. Still going, should have slowed down, and now it's braking again. Like, why does it need to do that? Like, and more braking. Why does it need to do that? It's like this jerkiness, like, and you saw the pulsing. It goes, and then it stops, and then it goes again. So we're going to show human driving now, and then we can compare, as requested by Duke. Shout out to Duke. Alright, so obviously as a human driver can always get unlucky with a light change, but if you follow with enough following distance, this is my preference for distance, you can usually, if you have enough distance, you can usually either know that the person in front is going through, and then you can really gun it to get through, or you can just slow down gradually because you've got room. So Anyway, all green here so far. Just keep an eye on that bar, and then you can compare to see how smooth I am. I'm no like genius at driving, just normal throttle control. And it would be nice if we got like, is a dead animal on the road there, sorry. It'd be nice if we got some red lights here so we could like coast up to a stop. We'll see what happens. So this is stop traffic, but it's a green light, so we'll see whether we make it through. Slowing down, and then I can see it slowing. You know, it's always hard to predict like exactly when people are going to get going if you can't see all the lead cars there. If I've been a little bit more conservative, I would have I would have eased off, but I went. So I'm gonna change lanes here. I don't like to be in this lane. This Model Y is kind of driving like crap anyway. Probably using FSD. See its brake lights on, off, on, off, on, off. On. Obviously that's a regen-only stop, easy to anticipate, just go. Got a red light up here, but we're going to just carry on and then hope it turns, and it did turn, so we can go. And then we've got a red light up the hill, so we'll go, and then we'll come to a stop. Seems like very low drama, and presumably you've seen that it's a reasonably constant non-jerky bar in general. Might have been a couple of jerks there, I think, especially when I was behind that Model Y. I was really having a hard time handling how he was driving, because he had room in front of him, but he was